Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Please. Please. Oh my God!
Hello, welcome back to another one of Rusty Reactions. I'm Rusty coming at you with another reaction. Now, I've got an article here that's going to get us all hyped and excited for James Bond. Daniel Craig has come out for his last installment of playing James Bond in the James Bond franchise, the 25th movie, and it's been delayed for so long. I think the hype has really dropped away from this movie now, but in saying that, I hope it's a cherry on top when it comes to Daniel Craig's legacy as James Bond. He's done a pretty solid job for me. I've enjoyed all of his movies. I've liked what he's brought to the table when it comes to playing 007. So you can't take that away from him now, but what you can take away is the final hurdle. Because if he stumbles and falls at the final hurdle, it's going to be... I don't think it'll be detrimental to the movies that come before it, but it would be just... I'm just saying... It would be nice for him to end as 007 in a way that's going to be respected as the James Bond character he's portrayed through the movies that he's been in the past. So we've got an article here that's going to start getting and propping up our excitement for the movie. We've got an article here from Collider. Now, if you're not excited for this movie, after this article, you're going to be feeling differently about it. You're going to be energized, more excited, more interested in the portrayal of James Bond. You're going to be more excited for the excitement, the action from within the movie. So let's take a look. Daniel Craig says James Bond should stay a male character. There should simply be better parts for women. Are you any more excited? This is what has been a disease for the release of this movie from day one, has been the activism side of it. The fact of wanting to change an iconic character. The fact that they want to highlight and prop up female characters because James Bond is seen as a white toxic male that is outdated. And one thing that the reporting on No Time to Die and the franchise itself has simply been overshone by reports like this. You've had Barbara Broccoli come out, the producer, to say that, you know, we can change James Bond into any colour or creed we want. She did come out and say that it can't be like James Bond can't be female, but that's how stupid this report is, and this headline is that James Bond should stay a male character. How could you take anyone serious when they come up with this argument or conversation about changing James Bond and making him male? He wouldn't be James Bond if you changed him to female. James Bond is a male character. Am I missing something here? James Bond is a male character. You can't just turn him into a raccoon and say, look, here's your new James Bond. So once again, we come to this activism style of reporting and journalism, and instead of interviewing Daniel Craig coming out as his last portrayal as James Bond, we're not talking about him in such a way that he's produced such a great legacy for the character, or the final installment and what the excitement and the adventure is going to be about. We're talking about, they're getting him to talk about there should be better parts for women. Like, does anyone need any explanation for why this here is just pure dribble and nonsense? Like, Lasagna Lynch has come out and said, she's a person of colour who's playing the first 007, a female version of 007. Around activism again, and it's all about race and gender. It's not about Daniel Craig's legacy. It's not about Daniel Craig's last portrayal. It's not about the excitement or action levels of the movie. It's about the activism side of it. And I've worried about this from day one because they haven't been able to shake this concept and this way of talk and conversation around promotion of the movie. And this is exactly what makes people nervous about it. If you want James Bond to be a female, a cat, or a fisherman out of Alaska, it's you shouldn't need an explanation on why this is just nonsense reporting, and getting a man who's played James Bond for 15 years or something, to then ask him going into his final film that, what do you think about James Bond being a female? James Bond is a male character. You can't just change him into a turnip and go, there's your James Bond. And Lasagna Lynch coming out and saying, I'm the first female 007. Well, you can have an agent, a female agent 007. But it's not going to be James Bond, is it? It's not going to be a James Bond movie. If you want to do that, make a different movie and promote it differently. But this is a James Bond 007 movie, the final of Daniel Craig's legacy as Bond, and they can't seem to shake the media's appeal when it comes to stripping back characters and annoying the fans. So I do have my reservations for this movie. I'm not as excited for it as I once was. I'll see it when it comes out. I worry for Daniel Craig. They can't take away the movies that he's done so far, which is great, but I just hope for Daniel Craig's sake that this movie is going to be the cherry on top on his portrayal as James Bond 007, because I think he deserves it. And these obsessive people that come up with nonsense talking points and conversations around why James Bond, a male character, should maybe or could be a female is nonsense. Is absolute nonsense. And if you need to be explained to why it's nonsense and why it's irrelevant to the promotion to this movie, well then you won't get too much of a conversation. because there wouldn't be anything that you could say that can be backed with common sense that is going to remotely change your mind. So that's my video on this. Once again, I hope the best for this movie, No Time to Die, for Daniel Craig's sake. I hope it's a ripper. I look forward to it with bated breath. Little bit of reservations going into it. But either way, I hope the activism side of it doesn't pollute this movie with just too much nonsense. So if you like this video, like it. What do you think of Daniel Craig in his last portrayal of James Bond? What do you think of No Time to Die? Comment down below. Subscribe if you want to. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all on the next video. So everyone take care. Be well. Bye.